Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review, and we're letting it fly on Fridays. Episode 36. Ah, sucker. I was ready for you. Look at you. Look at you. Give me that. Give me that face. Oh my God, it's been in the swimming pool. Give me that foot. It's been in the swimming pool. You are a swimming pool whore. That's the only explanation. Stop with this paw up near me. It's moist. You gonna say hi to anyone? Or are you just gonna harass me? That's it. So welcome everyone to another week of me being lazy. I'm gonna tell you, I got 2 videos in the can. I just didn't release them yet. I had a nice one last night ready. I got 2. Ugh. One is a course update for Stay Small, showing him what's going on. Ah, my bow tree is moist. Week number 3 of bow tree. Allergic to bullshit. Aha! Course update for Stay Small and my 2-week review, over 2 weeks now, but I say 2 weeks in the video, even though it was over 2 weeks, of the NT6 from Cross. Forgot for a minute. That video's in the can, so release this one tomorrow, Friday, and then I'm just gonna slam those other 2 because it looks like I've taken a dirt break this week because my back is killing me. So no more dirt. I have a dirt pile I can play with. I'm gonna get some more grass seed tomorrow. I'm going a little crazy with my Zen area. But that's the course update. I've got some rocks to finish off one segment. I might go Saturday and get some more rocks to expand the 2 areas, one of the 2 areas I want to. So that covers the course and the Bidius. Now, because I'm not sick and I have my voice back, and it's been 2 weeks, for some news, if you didn't hear through the grapevine and you are subscribed to him and you have wondered about what's going on, well, RC Review, Francis, who based his life around this channel, YouTube deleted his whole channel. So if you have heard of RC Review, I'm going to tell you, Francis, he is one of my all-time favorite reviewers because Francis gets free stuff, but he buys a lot of his stuff. So his reviews are generally pretty honest. Hello, heathen. And he needs to get his channel back. Excuse me, what are you doing? So go check out RC Review. He's trying to get his videos back out. But in the current world, we're going to talk about that at the end, but in the current world of RC reviewers, I think honest reviews are gone. If you get free stuff, honest reviews of RC products are gone. And we'll cover that at the end. But great guy, great channel. Go over there if you if you're not subscribed or you've never checked him out, RC Review, go check him out. Now, nothing says celebrating American independence like a sale. Here we go again. Once again, everybody, give me grief if you want to. I haven't gotten any here. But here we go. Let's say good things about Traxxas again. Traxxas took a whole mess of their vehicles that they did not raise the prices on for tariff crap, and they're having a big sale. Most of the items I saw were $50 off. There's something I'm thinking about. I've never had one. It's kind of been in my wheelhouse. To me, it's the same as the dragsters. You know, no prep drag. No prep drag racing cars. I have seen some awesome prices on them, but I just couldn't see how I would ever use one. So, well, let me just throw it out there. Drift cars. Drifting's a thing. Not really big in my wheelhouse, but it's just like, to me, driving a straight axle versus a portal axle vehicle. I figure if I get a drift car and can figure out how to do it, that should help my driving. That is all about control, precision, throttle, brake. It's a whole thing. And I figure what a great way to hone a skill that I don't necessarily need, but it's also something I could do inside in the wintertime. Thinking about a drift car. And those are the excuses I'm using, so let me know if you agree with those. But if you've been looking at Traxxas, I'm pretty sure I did see the 6-wheelers on there. So $50 off one of the 6-wheelers, if that's what you've been waiting for. It doesn't look like the high trails are included, because I really want the baby blue Ford Ranger F-150, because I'm going to tell you, one of the first RC cars I ever took apart and then modified was a Radio Shack Ranger F-150. And I actually painted it the same color as that high trail. But right now, $500 trucks, not really worrying about them that much. But less than $300, I might think about vehicles like that. So that's where my brain is. I'm trying a new Fruity beer. It's just a citrus cerveza. So I'll leave it at that. Oh shit, you can probably see the logo if you zoomed in on it. Not a lot of other things. There's a lot of 3D printing companies now are doing things. Man, now that it's summer, I would almost love to try my hand. But, yeah, we'll wait on thinking about buying a 3D printer. But, man, if I'm not buying expensive stuff ready to go, it would be interesting to learn how to do that. but I got to buy a laptop and then a 3D printer. Ugh, expensive. So let's start crossing things out because I'm just talking and I'm not doing anything. So we covered that. Also in the news, I am going to be doing another podcast with Mr. V-Dub. Now it is Sunday, 11 Eastern Standard Time, which I understand that's pretty late for most of you, but if you're not working Monday and you want to hang out with V-Dub, myself, RC Dungeon, Mr. Waffles, we're all going to be, I don't know if there's even a topic. We're just going to be yapping it up with each other on Sunday. I'll put a link down below because V-Dub knows that I'm slow, so he gave me a link. Thanks, buddy. But again, Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, that is 2 days away. If you want to be part of it, that is live. So check it out if you want to. Stop in, stay up late. Now let's get back, because I didn't have a lot of topics this week. But let's get back to my current observations. So it's been quite a few months now, but I keep stretching it out and checking it out. Well, we are again going to be cleaning out my subscriptions. Now, one of my biggest things about this channel is when I do a review, I have bought that vehicle myself. Nobody has given me anything free. So that gives me the effect of I've looked at it, I've researched it, I want it, and if I get it and it's as good as I thought it was going to be, then I'm excited. So most of my reviews are positive. I'll find some little piddly stuff that I'll mention, but it's not world ending. It's little things that I can do, I can fix. I mean, it's what I've always done. And there are a few rigs in here. And I'm going to admit that a lot of the things the big channels will actually bitch about are their preferences of years of doing things. Well, I don't think that there are very many big name reviewers that are close to being in the game as long as I have been. I am not about the almighty dollar. I am about buying things, telling you about them, opening up the comments for you to ask me questions that I answer, except for this past week. Everybody, I have been horrible. I have been slacking. I will finish answering all the comments, but if you ask me a question and it's something I can show you, I make you a video. But these are things that I've wanted, that I buy for myself, not gotten it free, and I'm trying to appease my free giver, because that's what I'm seeing now. Suddenly, every RC car on the market is perfect. Perfect in every way. I've had this thing for 10 whole minutes. It is so perfect, you should get out and buy one. That is not the way it should be. If you get it for free, you don't know you were getting it. So you don't have any preconceptions of it. You might get a heads up you're getting something, but if you're the first time you've ever touched it, it can't always be perfect. And that's what I noticed by brands that I have had. Charisma, MST, FMS, that when they first came out, the big names all said what pieces of China shit they were. And now that they're getting the free stuff, they're the greatest thing. Well, when you got it at the beginning, it was a big piece of shit. So what has transpired that now it's suddenly the greatest thing? And it's like they don't even realize that they've said before, those cheap Chinese brands are just shit. I have seen numerous guys on here that new releases were coming out. They said, oh, there's no way in hell. I don't see that I'd ever use it. There's no use for it at all in my world. It's just for special people, that it's not me. And then they get one for free. And then they're like, holy crap, this is so great, blah, blah, blah. Did you forget that a month ago you said what a big piece of shit it was? Everything, it doesn't matter. Every new thing that's coming out, if they're a big name, they are fabulous. Before it even came out, at least, 5 years ago, you could get that. You could get a real assessment when the vehicle came out. Like this. Cross. It's the emo chassis. It's been out for years. You've slowly improved it. Little Cross improved their design. How many big name brands can you list right now who have actually improved the product they're currently selling? And have they had that current product out for years? What have they done in those years? What have they improved? I mean, I can do it off the top of my head. Traxxas. The Canyon Trails. Phenomenal tires, but not in the ready-to-run form. The foam is too hard. Stop gluing tires. They don't care. They haven't upgraded that. The TRX4 chassis is now years and years old. What have they improved on it? The big names will say it's so perfect you don't need to improve on it. But meanwhile, there's always room for improvement. A tweak here, a tweak there. Throwing new bodies and tires on it and a lift kit is not improving that chassis, that design. The VS410. That design is currently years old, but at least you get two different, you get portal, you get straight axle, you got the VRD twin, the VRD standard. I mean, there you've got some options. But with all the aftermarket stuff they make, you can buy a Phoenix straight axle kit for, $3 and some change or whatever it is. And they make so many aftermarket parts for their own stuff. You can make a whole nother rig. The radio gear's decent. Just like this. All hobby wing. Traxxas. Their radio gear, a lot of people complain about it. The steering servo is still weak. what have most other companies that, small companies, Chinese companies, when they get bitches and complaints about the servo, put a beefier one in there. So, just saying it's got the stock electronics in it that needs to be replaced, that is not a true complaint in my book. I'm looking around, like that Maverick Quantum RX rally car I got. Different wheels and tires, had to cut the body, totally different truck. Still owe you, or car, still owe you a drive video on that one. But totally different vehicle. The Charisma, you know, there is one of the things that has been affected by the tariffs is getting Charisma stuff. I've slowed down, came with a broken body mount, haven't been able to fix it so it stays strong enough. Haven't been able to get a replacement from the company I bought it from because they don't have a supply. The tires are already showing wear. Want to get an extra set of tires. Can't do that. So there is a company who's being affected by the tariffs. Why, I don't understand, because Cross is getting their stuff. They're still getting it. Relarlo, no problem getting anything from them. But still, Relarlo, still loving their product. These two trucks are still MK, JK. They're just a sight to behold. And, you know, when I look at, you know, $5.99 and $6.99, I think that's what I got it for on sale. I don't remember. Yeah, that's $700. But hey, just look at what you got with the Vanquish Origin kit with no electronics. That's an $800 kit. You know, $5.99 for a 7 scale compared to a TRX 4 High Trail. Just saying, I am counting my nickels and dimes nowadays. So you need to blow my skirt up all the way over my head, or make it more affordable, or have sales. But again, I am watching companies I've never even heard of. So a lot of the Chinese companies, but instead of being cheap Chinese crap anymore, they're all fabulous. So, I mean, I've been telling you that for years. Charisma, MST. I don't know what happened to MST. They don't have any trail trucks or crawlers available anymore. It's all drift cars or touring cars. RC four-wheel drive, they're just always going to stay with the motif. I still wish they'd re-release the Trailfinder 3. I mean, come on, you've had enough time if you wanted to tweak it and tune it. Why do all that R&D and then just throw it away? Kind of seems ridiculous to me. Let me see, what else can we just babble about on here? Huh? Actually, Red Cat to me has been pretty quiet lately. You've got the 9 out, and I haven't heard much more from them crawler-wise. They're really pushing, you know, the trucks, their fancy gangster stuff, their gangster cars. They do have some cool bashers, the Machete. But, you know what, let's just not push the topic. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what big name reviewer you have recently watched that had something bad to say about the vehicle they were reviewing. Other than, say, Normal wear and tear items. Let's go with that. Something where they physically said, yeah, I would have done this differently. Or they should have put this in it. Let me know in the comments so we can talk about it. And if they're really good, we'll add them in next week. Because I haven't, it's just the normal cast of characters, the troublemakers. The only shout out I have is to LGRC 6120. We've got more subscribers. Thank every one of you for subscribing. Hit the comments so I can talk about you. Give me some good questions or comments. See if you're also allergic to bullshit. And with that, thanks for stopping in. Come check out the podcast if you want. Like and subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. And I will talk to you on the next one.